Virgin Galactic is an American spaceflight company founded by Richard Branson, and his British Virgin Group retains an 18% stake through Virgin Investments Limited. It is headquartered in California, USA, and operates from New Mexico. The company is developing commercial spacecraft and aims to provide suborbital spaceflights to space tourists. Virgin Galactic's suborbital spacecraft are air-launched from beneath a carrier airplane known as White Knight 2. Virgin Galactic's maiden spaceflight occurred in 2018 with its VSS Unity spaceship. Branson had originally hoped to see a maiden spaceflight by 2010, but the date was delayed for several years, primarily due to the October 2014 crash of VSS Enterprise. Virgin Galactic operates the reusable Spaceship Two spaceflight system. This consists of White Knight 2, a custom-built, carrier aircraft, and Spaceship Two, the world's first passenger-carrying spaceship to be built by a private company and operated in commercial service. The first Virgin Galactic spaceship to enter service is VSS Unity. Built by the spaceship company, Unity and her sister spaceships will, for the first time, offer everyone the opportunity to become private astronauts and experience the wonder of space for themselves. Our spaceships will also offer the research community a unique platform for space-based science. On July 11, nearly a minute into the rocket trip carrying Richard Branson, the British billionaire, to space, a yellow caution light appeared on the ship's console. The craft was about 20 miles in the air above the White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico and climbing, traveling more than twice the speed of sound. But it was veering off course, and the light was a warning to the pilots that their flight path was too shallow and the nose of the ship was insufficiently vertical. If they didn't fix it, they risked a perilous emergency landing in the desert on their descent. The success of Virgin Galactic's program, therefore, will ultimately depend on its pilots, high caliber, but nonetheless fallible, making the right decisions and adjustments in specific moments like when a yellow caution light comes on. Alerts on the console can be triggered by any number of issues. On the July 11 flight, with Branson on board, it was a trajectory problem, or what's known as the entry glide cone. The ship uses rocket power to get into space, but glides back to Earth and lands on a runway, like the space shuttle would do. This method, mimicking water circling a drain, enables a controlled descent. But the ship must begin its descent within a specified, imaginary cone to have enough glide energy to reach its destination. The pilots basically weren't flying steeply enough. The company did the early work on the satellite launch development of Launcher One before this was hived off to a separate company, Virgin Orbit, in 2017. The company also has aspirations for suborbital transport, and in 2017, Branson has said that Virgin Galactic was in the best position in the world to provide rocket-powered, point-to-point 3,000 miles per hour for 1,800 kilometers per hour air travel. Not only was the ship's trajectory endangering the mission, it was also imperiling the ship's chances of staying inside its mandated airspace. The Federal Aviation Administration regulates the private space industry and sets aside airspace for each mission, seeking to prevent collisions with general air traffic, including commercial airliners, and to limit civilian casualties in the event of an accident. The regulator uses formulas detailed in a 121-page document, including an equation for calculating expected casualties to assess the safety of a given spaceflight. According to the FAA, an acceptable EC, as the equation is called, involves no more than one expected casualty per 10,000 missions. The agency designates airspace for flights with that equation in mind. The rocket motor on Virgin Galactic ship is programmed to burn for a minute. On July 11th, it had a few more seconds to go when a red light also appeared on the console, an entry glide cone warning. This was a big deal. I once sat in on a meeting in 2015, during which the pilots on the July 11th mission, Dave Mackay, a former Virgin Atlantic pilot and veteran of the UK's Royal Air Force, and Mike Masucci, a retired Air Force pilot, and others discussed procedures for responding to an entry glide cone warning. C.J. Sturko, a former Marine and NASA astronaut, said that a yellow light should scare the shit out of you, because when it turns red it's gonna be too late. Masucci was less concerned about the yellow light but said, red should scare the crap out of you. Based on pilot procedures, Mackay and Masucci had basically two options: implement immediate corrective action or abort the rocket motor. According to multiple sources in the company, the safest way to respond to the warning would have been to abort. A Virgin Galactic spokesperson disputed this contention. Although Mackay and Masucci attempted to address their trajectory problem, it wasn't enough. And now they were accelerating to Mach 3, with a red light glowing in the cockpit. Fortunately for Branson and the three other crew members in the back, the pilots got the ship into space and landed safely. But data retrieved from Flight Radar 24 shows the vehicle flying outside its designated airspace. An FAA spokesperson confirmed that Virgin Galactic deviated from its air traffic control clearance, and that an investigation is ongoing. A Virgin Galactic spokesperson acknowledged that the company did not initially notify the FAA, and that the craft flew outside its designated airspace for a minute and 41 seconds. Flights generally last about 15 minutes, but said that the company was working with the FAA to update procedures for alerting the agency. Virgin Galactic has faced close calls and calamities in the past. In 2011, with the company contracting its flight test program to Scaled Composites, a boutique aviation firm, a crash was narrowly averted when the spaceship got into an inverted spin. And in 2014, an accident killed one pilot, badly injured another, and left their spaceship in ruins. Two recent episodes are perhaps more revealing. That's it for today's. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.